All right, so what's up, Instagram TV? Thanks for joining me on this virtual chat. Seems like it's like 200 and day 210 into the quarantine mess that we've been going through. Some of y'all don't know whether to wear a mask or not wear a mask or cough on people or don't cough near people. I mean, it's just gone crazy. But we call this whole session Meet the Gamers. And in this series, we meet the gamers behind your favorite streams. Those hardcore soldiers who take to Twitch, Facebook gaming, YouTube, and many other platforms to entertain you, share their love of gameplay, and simply release some of that stress onto our TV screens, our computer screens as we watch them play. And these brave new electronic pioneers are making their mark on the gaming community. And today we're going to be having a conversation with Mag, or you may know him as Mac and Gamer. My name is AKA Educated Gamer, and today we stream Out of Control. So playing video games is by far my favorite pastime. And if you're checking out this episode, you probably enjoy playing video games as well. And over 2 decades of playing video games, I've realized there are a lot of misconceptions that non-gamers have about video games and those who choose to play them. And so just like anything else in life, there are people who take a few anecdotal evidence and cling to those personal beliefs. And as someone who enjoys gaming, I think we should try to educate and explain some of these misconceptions and generalizations to the non-gamers in our lives. Now, keep in mind that not all non-gamers will have these misconceptions, and that there are some individuals who probably will fall under the generalizations, but not everybody who plays video games will have or has any of the traits that we may discuss today. So I just want to say that before you gamer girls or gamer guys get upset with me or Mag today. All right. Now, we're excited to have with us the magnificent, the absolutely genius, the 7-time shirtless Gamer Mag. Now, if you take a deep dive into Mag's Instagram, it's easy to draw some conclusions about today's topic and about our featured gamer. All right. Ladies, I'm not afraid to say, but for a dude, Mag's probably got it going on. And someone I would assume, personally, I would think this guy's got to be modeling. He's got to be part of the NFL. Comes across as very talented, very fly, definitely somebody who likes video games. But you can draw any number of conclusions based on his posts about him. And yet, who would you say you are, Mac?
Well, first and foremost, you are the illest hype man. Like, I'm definitely going to hire you. And everywhere I go, you're going to just hype me the fuck up everywhere.
Yeah, I do hype work, bro. That's what I do.
But to answer your question, I'm all in one. First and foremost, I'm a father. A lot of people don't know that. I have 2 gorgeous, beautiful daughters. My oldest is named Karma. My youngest is named Hope. Aside from me being a father, aside from that, I'm a gamer. I'm a movie buff. I'm an anime fan. I'm a gym shark.
So you got it all covered on every side.
Yeah, I like to be very diverse and check off everything off the on the list.
Mac, how long you been a gamer for, man?
So technically since I was 5. Now, to be honest, when I could comprehend the actions I'm doing on video games, I would say 9, 10.
And what was the first game you played? What was the first game you fell in love with?
Oh, the first game I fell in love with? Ooh, that's a good question. I would have to say playing on Nintendo 64. It was, and I'm not a Nintendo fan. I'm a station, as you can see, PlayStation all day. But my first individual console was a Nintendo 64, and I would definitely have to say Mario, Nintendo 64, and the wrestling games. Oh my God, all day. Those 2 were definitely my GT.
Nintendo, man. When Nintendo came out, I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread, bro.
Which it still is. It has,
it's fantastic. I mean, I haven't played Nintendo consoles recently. Where do we learn how to blow that cartridge out, bro?
Oh my God.
Where did we learn that from? Did they have that in the book? Was that on the internet? Where did we get that from?
I think it was just through lineage of, common sense of, you know what, there's this gap and there's a hole this is what it needs to connect to read it. So it must be that. It must be something. It might be dust,
Right, because you put
whatever.
the cartridge down in there, bro, and sometimes the cartridges would get stuck and you have to pull on them. So I was like, man, Nintendo, bro. Anyways, Mag and I just recently arrived, you guys, on each other's radar. So before today, although we sort of briefly discussed what we're talking about, there has been no real lengthy discussion. I think, Mag, you can agree with that, right?
Yes, sir.
And,
Definitely.
really, the reason why we're going down this road is because of this man's intelligence, this man's ability to look at things from a different perspective. And I thought this would be great. Let's dispel some of these misconceptions about gamers. And the first one, Mag, is going to be that gamers are all nerds. What's your take on that? You feel like gamers are all nerds, or is that a misconception?
I would say that we are all nerds, but we are also diverse. We're not just strictly in one category. Like, for example, like I said, I like sports. I work out. I'm not just in my mom's basement sucking my thumb, acting like the outside world don't exist. No, I know there's more to life than video gaming. So we all basically all nerds, but we're not just stuck in that category. So yes, but I think the misconception is that there's a stigma of we live in our mom's basements. We don't communicate with the outside world, where that's totally false.
Yeah, I recently watched an episode of Two Broke Girls, season 5, episode 11. For you guys that want to check it out, where the show portrayed a gamers as a bunch of like super dirty men, and all the gamers were shown as like these overweight males with relatively bad hygiene. Most of who live with their fathers, like you, or their mothers, like you said, which actually inspired me to talk about this as well. And although I understand it's a comedy TV series that makes fun of certain groups of people, it was still shocking to see how like video gamers and developers could be portrayed in the 2000s.
Like we're all nerds in a way. It's just that we're not the stigma of a nerd of what used to be old fashioned. I keep saying, I like saying old fashioned, the old school term of, oh, Dungeons and Dragons in your mom's basement,
Right.
Never leaving in a house beyond maybe going grocery shopping or in school. Like, no, we actually have lives now.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, shout out to my boy Marcus Brown, who amazing guy, man. I met in elementary school. This guy used to freehand Dungeon Dragon boards, bro, and play with us on the. That's what we played on the playground, bro. We would sit there with him with a pencil, and he would draw. And we would have our little dice there rolling, bro.
Oh, time out. You play Dungeons and Dragons on the playground?
Right. You know how you go up on them? What they used to call them bleachers.
Yeah.
Go up on the bleachers, and everybody else be playing like on the slides and stuff. Man, Marcus would be up there drawing freehand, just doing something. The next one is going to be that playing video games isn't beneficial to society. What's your take on that? It's not beneficial to society.
I think that's complete bullshit. We're in 2020.
Get off your couch. Do something productive,
It's all about time management. Like, obviously, if you're just playing the game every day and not, doing something productive with your life, yes, then it's not beneficial to you or society. But I believe that we're in 2020 now. There's all different types of games. It's not just Call of Duty and Fortnite.
Right.
There's games that could be educational. As a matter of fact, you go on your tablet, and even though it's not like a console or PC game, there's educational programs and games for children at a young age. So that's a fact that video gaming can be beneficial if used properly.
Yeah. I was reading some articles where playing some online games can actually help solve science's biggest problems. For example, there's a game called Folded. It's an online puzzle game about protein folding. And, basically it resolved the structure of an enzyme that causes an AIDS-like disease in monkeys. And so apparently researchers have been working on the problem for like 13 years, but the gamers solved it in like 3 weeks. And then there was another scenario where the gamers who play an astronomy game called Planet Hunters they had found this curious planet with 4 stars in its system. And today they've discovered like 40 different planets that could potentially support life, all of which have been previously missed by professional astronomers. So it's amazing to see how playing online games can be greatly beneficial to society, helping scientists solve problems that can lead to like cures for diseases and even find potentially inhabitable planets. Although I don't think you and I will be leaving the planet anytime soon to go to any other planet. I mean, I think we're gonna be dead and gone before that happens. What you think?
So I just want to understand. You're trying to tell me gamers solved this out in 3 weeks compared to 13 years.
Yep, gamers solved it in 3 weeks. Again, people say that games aren't beneficial to society, bro. According to that article, that sort of blows that whole theory out of the water, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a myth buster. I'm gonna call that a myth buster.
Yes.
There you go.
All right, so the next one is playing video games all day means you have no friends. What do you say about that?
I say obviously if you have no online, no Wi-Fi, then yes, you probably have no friends because there's no online. When you have online, you play on multiplayers, you have friends that are global, international. I have friends from LA, Atlanta, Europe. So that's a lie. Now, have I met them in person? No.
We met online.
Huh?
We met online.
Exactly. We met online. So that just shows that's another myth buster. There you go.
You know what? I think too, for at least for my parents and for your parents, they didn't have the internet like we have it. They didn't have the apps. They didn't have the ability to play a game and to connect with, thousands of people across the world. So their ideology was, why don't you go outside and make some friends? You know what I'm saying? And at the age of 17, I sort of went through that where my parents were like becoming worried about my whole social life and thinking that I was some loner because I didn't spend most of my time outside getting into trouble. But now, if, like you said, if you ever played World of Warcraft for an extended period of time, you probably miss your guild and your friends you made more than the game itself.
Yeah, well, WoW was a different level. We're not gonna lie. I've heard of WoW, just a relationship. So we're not gonna. Oh, we use WoW right now. Because I heard people have broken up.
Let's just go back to my core game that I'm playing right now, the Division 2.
Dope games.
Within the division, you've got what they call clans, and in that clan, you've got a group of people, and in our clan, we've got a solid group of people, like 40, 50 people. And I would say that most of us are 30 years old and up. We've only got like 1 or 2 people that are like, really, really young, but most of us are older. So, as far as having friends, I disagree with that.
Definitely.
It just doesn't make sense. All right, here's the next one. Some people say that video games are for kids, not for adults. What you think?
I think if you read the back of a game, it says rated M. You have rated E, rated T, and then rated M.
You're gonna go to the rated
more obvious than that.
Rated system.
I mean, it gets no more obvious. So, like, I mean, again, before people keep saying misconception, it's really more old-fashioned because nowadays we're in a different era. So I'm gonna say that's more of an old-fashioned type of mindset. Not misconception. It was more so ignorance back then because they didn't know any better. That's the true definition.
But think about it. Right now, Mag. I mean, people don't even really watch what kids consume anyhow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, kids are online. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. They're on YouTube. They're on all these different types of like formats, and all these different content providers are putting out information. And they leave it up to the parent to decide whether or not the kids should be watching it. Yet at times, the programming is actually watching the kids. The kids aren't being watched by their parents.
For real, I think they're the new nanny.
Yeah. There was a survey done in 2014 that by the Entertainment Software Association that showed that the average gamer age is 31, and that only boys age 18 or younger, they make up like 17% of the gaming population in the U.S. Should I say the games have these real adult themes? You know what I'm saying? Like The Last of Us 2. Have you tried that one?
Yes, of course. It's a good game.
You know, The Witcher 3. Wild. I mean, some of these games have some real. Matter of fact, my partner was on playing GTA, and they have GTA 5. I think is the one he was playing, and they have a setup right now where you could get in the car and basically have sex with a prostitute.
Yep, that's definitely. Yep, that's GTA 5 and 4 too. But yep, definitely.
So, I'm like, whoa, like you having sex with a prostitute? So, you know, that I don't think video games are really for kids these days anyway. Matter of fact, we took cartoons from kids.
We
taking anime from them. Look at Family Guy, look at American Dad, look at all the stuff that comes on TV.
I didn't think of it like that. I didn't perceive it in that way, but you're absolutely right. The innocence of Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, and all that has definitely.
And the thing that I love is you don't know nothing about the Animaniacs, bro.
What? I don't know about Animaniacs.
You don't know nothing about Woody Woodpecker, bro. And
come on, man. He had the blue and white dress shirt on, bro. You talking? I'm part of the new millennium, but I know better, and I like to know my roots. I like to know my history, so I know I think a lot of old school stuff is way better than nowadays. Just my
man. Animaniacs, man. I used to be dying laughing, bro. Animaniacs came on, and I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite shows that I wish still came on today. G.I. Joe.
Classic.
Yo, Joe! He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra, the enemy, fighting to save the day. He never gives up. He's always there, fighting for freedom over land and air. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained Special Mission Force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world.
He never gives up, he'll stay till the fight's won. G.I. Joe will dare. G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe.
Classic.
American hero, bro.
That's a classic. Definitely
American hero.
But even then, I'm not gonna lie. If you peep, there's some adult content. Like I was watching it's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I think it's Country Mouse Detective with something like that. It's Country Mouse Detective, and the mouses were smoking cigarettes.
That's right. That's right. Now I'm remembering back to what you're talking about. Yes.
So it's funny. That is funny that some even older cartoons still had some adult influences.
Yeah, we took their cartoons from them, so we can't be mad at them. All right, here's the next one. The next misconception is that PC gamers can fix anything. I think one of the most annoying aspects of being a PC gamer, since you can't really answer that because I've got the PC, I've got a console, is that your family and your friends think you're now their dedicated IT support. That's a big deal for me. So yeah, we can't fix everything. All right, if you watching, we cannot fix everything or anything. All right, we can probably fix some stuff, but not everything. All right. So the next one that I hear a lot, next misconception I hear a lot is that video games make you violent. What you think about that one?
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm not gonna sit here and say that video games don't project violence. But if they're trying to make us the head of the horse, well, I'm taking everybody down with me. I'm taking all media. I'm taking movies. I'm taking music. Because before gaming became so mainstream, we always had music and movies and shows, and they were very violent. So if you're trying to make it seem like it's gaming, we're the head of the horse, hell no, nigga. There was definitely some legs. There was definitely some knee, all that. Like you're not gonna put it all on us. That's hell no. So I will say we do project some violence because I was rated M games, but to make it seem like we're the head of the horse, fuck you know. If anything, I put head of the horse, it'll be music and movies before us. So if we're violent, all you motherfuckers down is coming with us. All y'all, fuck out of here. So
Everybody coming.
yeah, hell no.
Next one is they say you can't make a career out of video games. What do you say about that?
I think that's also bullshit because we need programmers. Without programmers, we can't have video games. So someone paid that programmer. Is that not income? Is that not currency? Is that not a form of paying your bills by getting paid by making video games? So I think that's absolute bullshit. You can definitely have a career and a very successful career in video games. Absolutely. There's no debate, there's no dispute about that because again, people have to make these games and they're not doing it for free. They may have a love and passion for it and they love it unconditionally, but they are getting paid to make video games. So
all right, next one is gaming is a waste of time. Waste of time.
This is how I feel about.
I guess that was sort of like the last one where it says you can't make a career out of video games, but I'm gonna still let you take it.
I feel like anything could be a waste of time if you don't apply it or gain anything from it. So if someone's trying to sit here and say that gaming is a waste of time, well then I guess all them shows you've been watch is a waste of time. All them sports on ESPN you watch is a waste of time. It's all about perception and what stimulates the mind. And personally, me, gaming stimulates my mind. Now, if I just sat there all day and did nothing else but strictly game, then yes, it'd be wasting my time. But because I apply what I see, depending on obviously what game I'm playing. Perfect example, one of my favorite games to play would be Last of Us. Okay. That taught me, hey, there's a zombie apocalypse. You need motherfucking water. You need fire. You need camp. Like, you need all the.
This is gonna be the Last of Us right here. This whole pandemic we're going through, right?
Well, yeah. As a matter of fact, if you ain't ready, pick up Last of Us. Pick up any zombie Left 4 Dead. Pick up any zombie game. It will teach you how to survive in any damn near any apocalypse. So that's a perfect example where how that category of zombie games, is that a waste of time? If zombies, or not zombies, but an epidemic where it could be just a day, is that a waste of time? I wouldn't.
Talk to the gamers watching us now. How would you encourage them to be productive during this pandemic?
I would say, which I'm glad you even brought up that question. I would say that we do have an issue with our health. You know, it is bad sitting down for hours upon hours. So in between you guys respawning when you die or whatever, 10 push-ups, 10 jumping jacks, 10 sit-ups, anything, is better than nothing. Like nada, like it's better than nothing. So I feel like we need to do that better. I really feel like our health is a main concern and we've been slacking as gamers. So again, as you respawn or while you wait for the game to load up or anything, a quick 10, a quick jumping jacks, whatever is better than nothing. So I think if anything, please guys, be cautious with your health. Be very aware of what's going on with your health and do something like that.
That's really good advice, and that segues into this. Mac, what is your getting ready to game process?
All right, so now we get to that stoner side of me. I'm a stoner, so my normal process is definitely I'm gonna have my Monster energy drink. Definitely having that. I'm gonna have my pizza. I love ground beef or plain pizza, so I have like my pizza, my Monster energy drink. I'm a clean smoker. I don't like using Dutchess and none of that bullshit. I like my white teeth. I don't like tobacco. I'm so against tobacco. So I use papers, bongs, vaporizers. So I'm gonna have that. So I'm gonna have my bong.
I'm a vape guy. So
yeah, see, there you go. So boom, there you go. You're a clean smoker like me. So we understand. We can relate. So I'm gonna have my energy drink, my bong.
You playing any music in the background?
Yeah, it depends. Like if I'm playing a multiplayer game, then yeah. But if I'm playing like a story-based game just to get locked in the zone, I actually just lock in and I don't have that. But like if I'm playing like Overwatch, yeah. I actually have a playlist. It's like it's actually just different music from rap, R&B. Obviously, if it's too soft, I skip it. Obviously, but like rap, R&B, some metal, some country. Like I like everything. It's not like. I'm primarily into rap and R&B, obviously, but I play anything. So I have music in the background. Yeah, Monster, Bong, Pizza. Oh, gotta have my Funyuns. I love, that's my favorite chips. I love Funyuns. I be fucking them up. Sober.
Funyuns. You know what? Funyuns is an underrated snack, bro.
What?
It's an underrated snack. You know, people don't really, you know how they used to mess with it a lot back in the, like, I'll tell you what's another good underrated snack. Bugles.
What? They're good too. They definitely clutch.
Bugles.
I can put them on my fingers. And I had claws and shit.
Bro, those are the shit. Do you understand? So people are really underrate like Funyuns, bro. Now, what's your core game right now? What's your core game?
Right now, it's more so of a bucket list. I'm playing Bully. It's more of a trophy hunt right now. But other than that, Overwatch heavy. Definitely Overwatch is my game. Those of you who don't know, my GT, my go-to is Zen. I'm a healer. That's my guy. So if we need a healer, I'm gonna need to talk to. I got you. I got you back everywhere you go. I got you. I'm primarily a story-based gamer. I'm not gonna lie. And I was like that for the longest, but then I saw I was missing out on this community of multiplayer games. And at first I didn't understand, like, I don't care about that. But after getting into it, and the first thing that really put me on it, I'm not glad it was Overwatch. Like, that's a game where there's really no story. I mean, they have an animated series on YouTube and shit, but before, it's just like you go in there and you play. I never understood and never cared for it. That's why I'm not big on duty. But Overwatch really put me on it. And from there, I started playing multiplayers like Ghost Recon, Breakpoint, Far Cry. I mean, I played those games, Far Cry, like that. They're story based, but I never played with my friends.
Right.
But now I am, because it's definitely, it makes the game better. It's definitely.
It's funny that you say that, because for a long time I would not play. I would not play with other people because I didn't like other people being involved in the outcome, and I wanted to sort of do it on my own.
Likewise, I can relate.
Now, for me, when I get a brand new game, and you tell me what you think about this, when I get a brand new game, I want to play through it first before I start getting involved with any community that's associated with it.
I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same. I have the same kind of egotistical, like, I gotta do it on my own. I don't need no help. Fuck y'all. So I can relate. I'm definitely like that also as well. Another reason why I got into multiplayer is because I'm a trophy hunter. So you gotta have this dumbass fucking multiplayer trophy added to the list, so you can't get 100%. So that also gave me more initiative to start playing multiplayer games.
What's a game you thought you liked but you actually hated?
Ooh, oh, okay. Games that I'll try to forget those. All right, I'll tell you exactly. Sports games. Beyond UFC, I like UFC. Now, hear me out. This is why I say it's not necessarily that I hated the game. I just hate getting finessed. Every fucking year, it's the same shit. It's a roster update. So when I was really heavy into my gaming, like sports gaming anyway, like early 2000s with, like, Madden with like Michael Vick on the cover, Ray Lewis on the cover. I was loving it. I was playing it, not an issue. And then I started seeing the finesse. I'm like, hold the fuck up. Just a roster update. What the fuck am I paying $60 every year? Well, back then, $50 for PS2 ever. Back then, $50 for a roster update. What the fuck is this? What the fuck y'all trying to finesse me? So there's not like one particular game that I can say I can remember right now that I thought I was gonna like and I hated it. But I can tell you right now, I hate getting finesse out of sports games. I'll tell you that much.
So what's a really popular game that you hear about nowadays that everybody seems to love, but you don't like it?
Oh, all right. Fortnite. Not a fan of Fortnite. Not against it. I just, first of all, I don't understand how motherfuckers can build and shoot at the same time. I'm like, what the fuck? How did you build a whole bridge and then pull out a gun and just bust that nigga's head wide open? How the fuck you do that?
Right.
So Fortnite is, I'm not knocking it. It's obviously doing well. It's making a lot of money. A lot of people play it, but it's not for me. So I would say Fortnite is a game that's just not for me.
Yeah. Now, you got model quality looks and all that type of stuff. So
thank you.
If you had to marry the last video game character you played, who would it be?
Who, the last one? Well, the last thing I played was Overwatch.
We're making some voluptuous women in these games. So
there's definitely. I actually have Woman Crush Wednesdays and the almost all game characters. So
Wow.
yeah,
So who would you marry? Last game character you played, who would it be?
Sombra from Overwatch. She is so bad, like, and she has attitude.
Is it just her looks, or is it something about the way she carries herself? What is it?
It's both. It's her looks and then her attitude. Like I'm a person about personality. Like looks can only get you so far. Like at the end of the day, you can have a fat ass, big titties, and all a pretty face, but your ass is gonna sag, your titties gonna drag, and your face gonna get wrinkly. So after a while, I'm gonna be like, if there's nothing more than just that, then I'm not gonna care for it. So personality.
She's a video game character. Her ass is never gonna sag.
Well, yeah, she's never gonna age either. So I'm all up in that regardless. Like shit. When we get in the future of when we have robotic sex dolls, I'm making them a lot of sex. I'm making them a lot of video game characters. I'm not gonna front.
Right.
A lot.
Have you ever had a crush on a video game character?
Yeah, Sombra is one of them. Mickey from Far Cry New Dawn.
Okay.
What was that one? Tomb Raider. Like the fuck, Tomb Raider. Got throw her in there.
Yeah. Okay, so have you ever pretended to be sick to get out of something so you could play a game?
Absolutely. What? When I was younger, like in middle school, high school, what? I would be like, this is so fucking funny. I saw like a show where a kid had a flashlight and a thermometer, and he put the flashlight right on it to make it spike up.
Right.
Thinking it would work. That shit didn't work. That shit, I tried I'm like, I should put it on a flame. But I'm like, I'm putting the flashlight on it. I'm trying my hardest. And my mom's like, you're fine. I'm like, no, Mom, my forehead's hot. Like, no, you just hot-headed. Get the fuck to go to school. So, yeah, I tried. Definitely tried. But it never worked.
The best weapon you've ever used in the game would be what?
Ooh. Are you asking my favorite or which weapon did the most damage? Because there's a difference.
Your favorite. Best weapon you've ever used in the game?
I love the knife. I like getting up close and personal. I love getting real close and stabbing you or slitting your throat so you know I did it. I love that.
Which Zelda game would you rather play right now? Halo or Call of Duty?
Halo. Call of Duty.
Team Fortress 2 or Overwatch?
Overwatch.
Would you rather every shirt you wear be kind of itchy or only be able to use one-ply toilet paper?
Well, I'm not a nasty nigga. I use flushable wipes to wipe my ass, so I'm definitely going to say the itchy shirt.
Now, at 65, will you still be gaming?
When I'm dead, I'm still going to be gaming. I don't give a fuck. Hopefully in the afterlife, I'm going to have all the consoles with me in my section. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm going to have them just put them in the casket with me. Just
yo, dead ass. Like, I had the same idea. I'm not even lying. Same idea.
All out inside the casket with a little TV screen up above me and all that.
Right. Yo, I co-sign support that to the back. Definitely. I'm about to take it. I'm taking it. I'm right now. I'm taking it.
How to put a little power cord so they run that outside and plug it in somewhere.
Don't forget the Wi-Fi and the router, bro. Can't forget that.
Yeah. The next level of you is what? What are you doing next? What do you got going on that you want to tell us all about, that you want us to all start really tuning in on as far as Mac and Gamers concerned?
I would say definitely keep supporting me on my Twitch. Like, you don't understand, when I get comments or people message me, it gives me this power boost. Like, it gives me this motivation that I never felt before. Because I'm not gonna lie, I had like a lot of self-doubt. I'm like, what makes me different? I'm not, I didn't think I would ever have people that would follow me just because I played video games. And when it first happened, it was like, it was an awakening. It was like an epiphany. It was just like, what? This exists. This is happening to me, Mag. Like, people actually like me because I play video games, not because of my looks, not because I dress fly. It's more because I could be shitting on video games and you like me for doing that. Like, it was, in my world, unheard of. Never did I ever think that I would truly be amongst my people when I was streaming on Twitch. When I found that platform, it was like opening another realm, being in another vortex, and I can't appreciate it enough. All the followers I have, all the people that support me on there. All I say is keep supporting me. It's euphoric for me. Put it like that. That's the best way to say it. It's really euphoric to to have people watch me, to have people talk to me, to have people be like, do this, do that, or I didn't see that, that was dope, or like whatever. Like, it's just the interaction I get from fellow gamers. What I really wish I could do is hang with all my followers. I wish I could hang with them, chill with them, get to know them, because it's like, you guys like me, and it's like, I need to know more about you guys. Like, fuck me. Like, I want to know what you guys are into. So I would say just please keep supporting me on my Twitch, follow me on my Instagram and Twitter.
Man, thank you so much for coming on today and for allowing us to support you and to work with you and for doing this interview. One thing I can say, you guys, is definitely, you got Mac and Gamer, man. This is a humble, intelligent, bright, fun individual, and you gotta check him out. All right, you just gotta check him out, and you could hear, at least I could, the passion in his voice when he talked about how he cares about his followers. And we don't want you to go and fuck him. We do want you to follow him. We do want you to make sure that you check him out, that you keep him both in your prayers and in your subscribes, because he needs your subscribes and your follows. All right, it's been another magnificent day in the land of the living. I want to really thank Mr. Mac and Gamer Mag for coming on and for allowing us to feature him today on this edition of Meet the Gamers. I want you to go ahead, let your friends, family know about this particular episode. Be sure to like us, be sure to follow and subscribe to us. And I'm going to tell you this, for both me and for Mac, if you plan to come and follow us, do it because you want to do it from your heart. If I support you, if I do anything for you, if Mac does it, it's because we want to do it. We want to help you. But if you plan that tit for tat thing and you're only following just to unfollow and all of that type of stuff, keep your follow. We just want people that are real and solid and really want to come and back us up and support us as we support you. This has been an edition of Meet the Gamers. I'm Kai, educated gamer, and we'll talk to you later.